Hello everybody and welcome to Sexy Astrology for December 2013. This is the month of Spotlight Buddah and don't forget, hello Sagittarius and happy birthday from Sexy Astrology, the month of Spotlight Buddah, and guess what? It's the end of delayed gratification. Oh my God, isn't that exciting? Because you know what? Fire signs like yourself, man. I mean, Sagittarians are the most capable of holding their shit together without really losing patience. They reprimand themselves before everyone else, usually still. But this month, you are able to just go out and do it, okay? Yes, so December 2013 is the month of the end of delayed gratification. Finally moving forward, finally cleaning out the closet, finally taking action. And it's also the month of the Spotlight Buddah. Now, I want to just highlight a little bit about Sagittarius. Sagittarius by itself is the sign that rules philosophy, um, history, different cultures, different aspects of different cultures that clash. It doesn't rule war, but it can rule military stuff and making decisive actions and on into the victory for the greatest common good. So, that being said, I wanted to also talk about the less known aspects of Sagittarius, which is Sagittarius is the sign that rules acting. Sagittarius is a terrific dramatic actor. It doesn't quite get credit for that because of all the other stuff that it's concerned with. So, wherever Sagittarius falls into in your chart is where it might actually help you to take an acting class, because that could actually shake things up for you. Now, I have Sagittarius in my first house, and I find myself acting all the time. I know what my real feelings are, luckily for my Scorpio rising, but I find myself getting into situations where I need to act, and it's a lot of fun. Anyway, so that's for the extra, and also for those of you Sagittarians out there who are like, gee, you know what, I should have been an actor. It's like, you know what, you should go do it, because as long as you're alive, they'll still need you, right? I mean, there's no age limit for when people get into show business, is there? For crying out loud. All right, enough from me. Yes. So yes, Sagittarius is typically a terrific writer, a terrific teacher. It can lecture on and on and on about religion and different religions and the history of religion and the history of man and science and this and that, and I mean art history, right? I mean, my best art people out there, you know who you are Sagittarius, is every single goddamn one of them. And my favorite filmmaker friends are all Sagittariuses. Why? Because they can pull together all of these elements that are crucial for understanding what is happening in the moment today for us people, all people, and put it together and spit it back out in layman's terms or whatever, in common language, so that all human beings can understand it. So that's their gift. But on the other side, I cannot stress enough that Sagittarius rules acting. Traditionally, it rules dramatic acting. And the sign Jupiter, which is now in Cancer, is not exactly compatible with Sagittarius, but there's a little rift going on because Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, and Cancer, Jupiter is exalted. So by that combination of things happening right now with the sun in Sagittarius. It should be, a fine time and really go for it. Be generous. Sagittarius also rules generosity, so be generous, people. And here now your horoscope. December 2013. Yes, still December. Hello, Sagittarius, and this is your little horoscope in addition to the huge production I just did. Your colors are maroon, some kind of peach, kind of like what I'm wearing, red, pink, cherry red, ice blue. Okay, got that? Blue is going to balance out all that hot stuff. You might even put in some orange, something like that. Anyway, yeah, so the end of delayed gratification and the Spotlight Buddah for you. The writing is super important. I can't stress enough that you ought to have 3 books by now. Let me just brag that I published about 7 last year, and I feel so good about it. I'm like, man, I've got to write 3 more on the back burner coming out. Art books or whatever, like art and elephants. Know that your enemies even take your advice. Okay, so Sagittarius, you got to give yourself credit there too, where you make a lot of enemies, but it's all in the name of people being true to themselves and not getting codependent with you. You hate codependence. Yeah, so even your enemies admire you, take your advice, and they respect you. You are loved. Happy birthday. And please do get into acting. You should, because you know what? When I took a class this year, and I'll tell you, it shook up my writing so much. I was like, I think that's why I've been so late with these horoscopes, because honestly, I was so inspired. I was like, oh my God, it doesn't even matter if I do this for a living, but it is so goddamn fun. Let yourself have fun, Sagittarius. You deserve it, and happy birthday. Yes, one more thing. Mercury and Venus in your sign point to the appreciation of, and also being able to develop ideas and write them down. Mercury rules communication, and generally Sagittarians are writers. So anyway, that and that. Que bueno.